Welcome to the Fasting Podcast, Wow, Wellness and Optimal Weight. I'm your host, Julie Phillips, certified natural health professional for 2 decades. In the weekly episodes, you'll discover little-known facts, simplified approaches, insights from the wellness coach perspective, valuable tips, and amazing wellness tools and technologies. And now, on to the show. This is episode 41, Simplified Fasting. Let's talk first about making some initial choices. First, right off the bat, I hope you're choosing all natural food, drink, and lifestyle for the rest of your life. Yes, there will be exceptions. There needs to be exceptions, restaurants and that type of thing, but that's a really important topic right there. And I strongly urge you to get your own body composition scale that includes visceral fat clinging to your vital organs. We did a whole episode 28 on that, and you can actually get one that does visceral fat, muscle percent, age the scale thinks you are, and that type of thing for less than $28. Just go on Amazon. The brand of that one is called RENPHO. Use those numbers and your inches, like at least your waist and your hips. And if you're a man, your chest is real important too to set your goals and timings. So are you going to be in a hurry to change your numbers, or are you going to take it easy or just maintain and not want to get out of control? So a very first step is to also select your eating window for most of the time. So if you choose to eat maybe an 8-hour caloric eating window and have water and maybe organic tea or such during the other 16 hours to give your digestive system a rest and burn off the extra that it needs to burn off, like the calories you ate, as well as what's sitting in the muscles and liver as stored glycogen, because that's going to be burned first for sure before your body works to break down the stored fat. Next key thing to decide, what do you eat? Episode 16 talks about what you're going to be eating if you choose to think keto, because there's dirty keto, clean keto, and clean balanced keto. And that's our own terminology. That one is really important. So check that out before you go crazy with something that might not be a great thing. And the Wow Drops has a list of excellent all-natural foods that are designed for helping with inflammation, helping with keeping your weight where you want it, helping for nutrition and all those types of things. It's not an extreme thing, but it's very good to use their list. And another key thing on an initial choice is to make sure you kind of have a feel for how many meals a day, most days, do you want to do. And episode 12 was dedicated to that. So you may want to go back and listen to that one. In episode 12, some people say they get more value instead of just listening while they're driving in the car to the podcast. They like going to the YouTube video, which is fastingwowyoutube.com. They like going there because they can see the slides. And if you go to the list of episodes on our website, you'll hear at the end, you can actually get the PDF file copy of the slides as reference material. So there's a nice little table in there called Meal Frequency Options right out of episode 12. And it talks about grazing. What are the pros and cons? It talks about 3 meals a day plus 2 snacks. 3 squares and how they affect you, 2 meals a day, and some people, by the way, go to a 6 or a 4-hour eating window, but 2 meals a day really ended up to be our favorite, and 1 meal a day has the pros and cons for that, which are very extensive to be reading right now, but there's major benefit proven if you accomplish a full 24-hour fast. And if you're going to do a 24-hour fast, some people do that once or twice a week. It's been proven that a full 24-hour fast, and you could do that from noon or dinner one day to noon or dinner the next day. So you still get to eat both days that you're awake, but that has major benefits associated with it for a full 24-hour fast. Things like autophagy, things like human growth hormone, things like ketosis. We have an episode on the extended fast that you can learn those types of things in there. It's difficult for some people to do 1 meal a day, so here's what our favorite is. It generally, most of the time, think about 2 meals a day rather than 3 or 5 or grazing. And then once a week, do a 24-hour fast and consider that maybe once or twice a year, you might do an extended fast. That's a nice little table that you can reference. But when it comes to thinking about, do you really want to try an extended fast, check out episode 13. There's a nice little slide that we've put in the slides for this episode as well. And it notes that Dr. Yoshinari Osumi in 2016 won the Nobel Prize for autophagy. And that's when it really got a super popular topic. And you can get your body to go into autophagy, where the body says, ooh, I am not getting food. It's been 24 hours or more. Maybe I better start preserving muscle, preserve energy. I work down the inflammation. I take the stress off the digestive and immune systems, and I start seeking out and destroying bad things in the body, whether they're tumors or cysts or abnormal cells. Let me scavenge and find any of the vitamins and minerals and nutrients I need to feed back to the body as nutrition. And if you do an extended fast long enough, you can actually kick stem cell activation in, which means those cells can do and be whatever they need to be to help your body fix things you might even not thought were fixables. Insulin sensitivity is a big deal. It can also be known for extended fast to improve food addictions, cravings, improve mental health and focus, and even spiritual health. And the human growth hormone can help you be more youthful and even preserve muscles. On that page, there's a little chart that says who should fast. And this is from the gurus. They say all people with health challenges should check with their healthcare professional first. People on medications, like especially blood sugar and blood pressure, where it forces your numbers typically down. Pregnant, nursing, young children, people with eating disorders, and very thin people, especially people under 5% body fat, are especially advised to get medical input before fasting. But oh my gosh, the benefits are amazing. Let's talk about making some adjustments. You can consider the WOW program, which is light years ahead of anything I've seen in my 2-decade career. And we have a 28-minute video with myself and 2 expert doctors at lifeboatdoctors.com. And decide if and when you want to shorten your window. So if you started with an 8-hour eating window, you may want to shorten that down to 6 hours or 4 hours here and there to see how you like things. Consider a 24-hour fast. Like I said earlier, you could do it from noon to noon, so you can eat both days. Episode 13 was on an extended fast, should you choose to attempt that. Now, if I was in severe health situation, I would definitely be thinking about the extended fast. Now, I would probably go definitely myself, and I did more than 5 days. Build your fasting muscle. We dedicated episode 30 to how you can gradually build up your fasting muscle, get your body used to burning the fat. Strongly encourage you to log what you're doing and monitor what's happening with your body on either a daily or a weekly basis. If you do it daily, then you can say, oh, well, why would I have gone up in weight instead of down? I wonder if it could be what I ate or because I didn't drink water. Always keep learning. Hydrate well. We have episodes 3 through 6 on hydration. And if you feel like you're plateauing and not moving, check out episode 18 for plateaus and episode 21 for listening to your body, paying attention. If I'd have known about listening to my body, I wouldn't probably have ever gotten in a state where I thought I was going to end up getting cancer and dying from it 20 years ago. So it's really important to stay positive, don't give up, go at your own pace, because it's a lifestyle. And if you want to have metrics tools, you can check for ketosis with either strips. That's where you end up burning fat. Ketones are a superior fuel than glucose for the body and brain. I have a breath meter where I breathe into it and it tells me, and I don't have to mess with any strips. I love that. Definitely the body composition scale, because as you're going through your process and you say, oh no, my body fat percent went up, my visceral fat went up, and my muscle percent went down, something's wrong. And measure your inches, especially everyone should be measuring their waist and hips, and the guys, the chest. Metrics are really, really important. View it as a very positive lifestyle. And actually, one of the gurus that presented at a convention on fasting said that if you were to do the intermittent fasting with the eating window during the weeks and then do one 24-hour fast per week, and maybe do one extended fast once or twice a year, you may decrease your chance of getting on the statistics for abnormal cells by 99%. Giving your body a break, even if you are going to do any of those treatments with things like chemo and radiation, doing a fast before that, they say, can really help you get through it without all the symptoms. Possible next steps. This podcast is part of a bigger program that I created called Lifeboat Freedom, and it's going to debut in January of 2020. And it's a powerful video system focusing on any one of about 8 or more WOW tools, wellness and optimal weight. By using the little video system for less than 1 month, the goal is outstanding health, wealth, and free time. Other next steps, watch our future episodes. Please refer others because I don't promote it. I'm not really on social media. And check out our website, thefastingpodcastwow.com. Watch that 28-minute video, lifeboatdoctors.com. If you're watching on Cast iTunes, we hope you give a 5-star review. And if you're a YouTuber, we hope you like the video and subscribe. Stay positive, focused, and determined, because where the mind goes, energy flows.